Hey, so here's the video for Washington, D.C. I know I've been back like 5 days, but I'm lazy, what can I say? So, going to the city was great, and I should travel to more places in this area by train. I guess the next stop will be Philadelphia or something. Anyway, the city is amazingly quiet and miraculously clean, although the bums tend to stay all around the touristy areas. It's a lot more quiet than the last time I was there, and definitely more quiet than New York could ever dream of being. I mean, if you're walking through the crosswalk, you have the right of way like you're supposed to. Where in New York City, you're walking through the crosswalk and the cars have the right of way, even when the sign is a walk sign for you. But that's beyond the point, and once New York City gets rid of all the cars, then hey, we'll be cool. It was great. I had a great time. I saw a bunch of stuff, but I didn't really go to any of the monuments because I've been to all the monuments like twice. So I really wanted to spend some more time going through like the museums and things like that. And I only went to like 3 museums for the 3 days I was there. But you really only have time to do like one to really go to a museum. You have to spend the whole day there. So first museum that I went to was the National Art Gallery, and they had some amazing displays there, and I have a lot of pictures from that specific museum, and I'll get them up later. The other one that I spent pretty much the whole day at was the Air and Space Museum, and that's a great place, especially looking at you get to see all of the spaceships and airplanes and see them, the actual size, and it's amazing. And I have some pictures from there too. I didn't get to spend as much time in the space section as I would have liked to, because I started in space, then went down around and did all the airplane stuff and was going to come back to space, but was running out of time. And they had a display from the History Museum, which is under renovations, the American History Museum, and had a lot of relics from American history, like Dorothy's shoes, C-3PO and R2-D2, a bunch of things. And I've got a few pictures of that, but at that point my camera ran out of battery power, and so I didn't get everything that I probably would have liked to get decent pictures of. I got some pictures up on Facebook from my phone, on my camera on my phone. But by far the best museum that I went to was the International Spy Museum. It's a very interactive museum, and you learn a lot about spying that I didn't necessarily know. It's not the glory that you see in the James Bond movies and things like that. And I mean, you learn more because it's the International Spy Museum. You learn more about other areas of spying, and there's 2 floors, and by far the 3.5 hours that me and my dad spent there was not enough. So definitely making a return trip to that one. And right now, like things that I'm wearing my hat. I got the hat at the Spy Museum, and I got the shirt too, except I don't think you want to. There you go. International Spy Museum. So an awesome place. Awesome place. If you're ever in Washington, D.C., give me a call and I'll come down and go to the International Spy Museum with you. The last thing is probably the main reason that I went down to Washington, D.C. Well, the 2 main reasons. One was my father was having some training there since he now works for the Department of Transportation. And 2 was to see Eric and Gretchen. I'm so happy to get to see you guys, and well, you have the picture of us from the Metro. Oh, that's another great thing. The Metro in Washington, D.C., it's a million times better than the subway systems in New York. A million times better, and much easier to navigate. Although the areas to get to you have less areas to get to in Washington, D.C. than you have in New York City, the 5 boroughs. But, I mean, New York City could take a lesson from Washington, D.C. I really think they could. Anyway, thanks to Eric and Gretchen. I had a great meal. It was a great time, and it was really great to see you. I hope you pass your drug test, Eric. Talk to everybody later.